Hey guys, Steve here with Sketching Things. Wanted to give you a look at my 2015 Chevy 3500 dually. And sorry, put my seatbelt on. As you can see, the inside is a disaster. Well, that's because it's a work truck. I'm gonna go clean it out right now, wash it. We're leaving tomorrow for about 10 days for a job. So I do a couple videos on this truck. Then if you guys click on this because you see Duramax or whatever, a lot of guys, I haven't seen many unless they're reviews from car channels reviewing new trucks. I don't see many Duramax videos that aren't about the trucks getting all, you know, people lifting them and deleting them and stuff like that. Well, I'm just going to talk about the truck as what it's intended for, a work truck. I think those trucks are cool. Is that something I do to this truck? Probably not. Maybe someday. Well, especially this truck, because we're getting rid of it here pretty soon, and I'll tell you why. I'm replacing it, but someday might get bigger wheels, but not much bigger, for my next truck, just solely for looks. But this truck it's a work truck. It's meant to work and pull, and we do pull, you know, in tow with these vehicles. They're on job sites all day. They're not at car shows and whatnot. So, you know, let's take for instance, and this is, I mean, the truck pulls it great. Our loader on a 3-axle gooseneck trailer. That trailer is rated at 21,000 GVW, and the loader itself is close to 12,000 pounds, and this thing will pull it all day long without any issues. So, all right, I'm gonna stop this real quick and go wash the truck, and we'll talk a little bit more in a little bit. Bye. Okay, guys. So back to the Duramax. You know, I've always been a Ford guy, and I thought that's what I'd want. Full disclosure, this is a free truck to me. Like I've said, if you've watched any other videos, I work for my father-in-law. Our company, we build grain bins, so we need work trucks. So we've got 5 trailers, a loader to pull around. You know, oftentimes we're hauling bin material if we need to, because they'll get shipped in, and a lot of times this stuff will get shipped in the winter, and the farmers will store it in one of their buildings, and we'll have to drag it out and take it to the job site. So, you know, we need work trucks, and he's a Chevy guy, so that's what we drive, and I'm not complaining about a free vehicle that I get to use as my personal vehicle. But more about this truck. It's got the 8-foot bed, so it's the long bed, dually, like I said, and they just perform awesome. And I'm not gonna compare it to other, you know, Dodge or Ford. You know, like I said, I like Fords. I've had F-150s. My brother, you know, has had a ton of F-150s, had 3 Raptors, so not gonna bag on the Power Strokes. I love the looks of the Power Strokes. The dualies, though, honestly, I think the Chevy dually looks better than the Ford dually. And, you know, I gotta give it to Dodge. I like their smooth lines on those rear wheels. It just makes the box of the truck looks really nice. But as far as, you know, and everybody, honestly, I think power, like rating numbers, you've seen those guys do tests, they're all gonna pull about the same. I mean, for crying out loud, it's 10 pounds here, 100 pounds here is not gonna make a difference. These trucks are gonna pull it, and they'll pull over what they're rated for. You know, a lot of guys love the Allison transmission that comes in these, the Duramax. This truck's been bulletproof. It's got, if you can see, 30,000 miles on it now. We have two of them, a 2015 and 2016. And I know I'll catch some flack in some comments because these trucks will go forever, but we're gonna trade this one in. My father-in-law likes keeping, just keeps them 2 or 3 years, and then we get new ones, which I know seems kind of like a waste of money because they will go, for hundreds of thousands of miles, and it's in great condition. But we're gonna get rid of this one, and I'll be getting a 2500. It'll still pull what we need it to pull, and I'm gonna get a single wheel. And I'll be showing you guys that when I get it. Part of the reason for that is the GVW on this truck is like 13,025 pounds, and if any of you guys pull for work, that once you get started with the DOT and CDLs, numbers matter. So we've got a couple guys on our crews that don't have CDLs, and they'll be able to use my truck to pull some of the lighter work trailers and not require a CDL, and then I can use the other 1 ton to pull the loader with, which requires a CDL. And I'll make another video on that. That was a process to get. The CDL was, I think it's kind of silly for a pickup. Guys pulling toy haulers don't need it, but because we use it for business, we're required to have a CDL. Whatever. It's, like I said, I think it's kind of silly, just for a pickup pulling a trailer, but the government wants their money, and they'll get it. Jesus, what was it so hot in here? Got it up to 78. So I got my CDL this winter, and you kind of see, I don't know if you can see it on that outside thing, there was our ghetto DOT numbers until our stickers we ordered came in. I racked up about $1,000 in fines last year when I got pulled over, because we didn't honestly think we needed CDLs. Trooper pulled us over. I was over. Like I said, I racked up like $1,000 in fines. We're all legit now. Like I said, we do a lot of business, but we're a fairly small company, so just didn't think about that stuff, and never thought about it until we got pulled over this last year. So, but like I said, this truck we'll be getting rid of. One of the reasons was, though, and we got this from Chevy, and I gotta say, Chevy stood up and took care of us. So this truck was new in 2015. It was my father-in-law's at the time. I was driving a 2011 1 ton, and he had literally had it like a month. Went out to start it one day, and it wouldn't start. Turns out squirrels had gotten underneath the vehicle and chewed the wiring harness to hell, like the main wiring harness for the vehicle, and a bunch of other shit. So the dealership, we had towed the dealership, and they had it for probably almost 3 months, rewiring this whole vehicle. Chevy paid for all of it, and I think sometimes they can deny it as an act of God. Well, it turns out, and what our dealership, the owner told us, and you guys can look it up, I never looked into it, and there's a class action lawsuit against some of the automakers right now, because the plastic that they use to coat the wires with, he said, they'd switched in recent years to a vegetable-based oil, and the scent from that attracts, mice, squirrels, whatever, and they chew the ever-living shit out of stuff. And I believe it because this last winter, the squirrels destroyed all my Christmas lights. Every single strand of my lights I put up, they chewed the wiring, and they've never done that before, and these are all new lights. So take that for what you will. But I mean, then it was just, like I said, they had it for 3 months, and even after that it was buggy trying to get windows to work. And I mean, once you have, this entire dash was out, the entire main wiring harness, other stuff under the engine. So then they coated the underneath. So when he got his 16, before anything, we sent it off, and the entire underneath was coated in that kind of rhino lining material that they spray on beds. So that's what he did with his 16, and he hasn't had any problems. This truck's been bulletproof, haven't had any issues with it since they worked out all the window stuff and all the other wiring kind of gremlins. But at 30,000 miles, we're going to get a good trade-in on this, and like I said, it's more for a business reason. We don't need 2 1-ton dualies. We've got one, and another reason we didn't get another 1-ton. We were gonna get a single wheel 1-ton. Is our dealer, and this might not be accurate, maybe he's just lying, I don't know, said that Chevy only makes the 1-tons at certain times of the year. I think they come out of the same factory, and then they switch to 2500s. So unless we wanted to wait, we could get a 2500 now. So that should be coming in about a month. We ordered it the end of March, and it should be here sometime in May. But let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm not doing anything crazy to this one because it's about ready to go. And other than maybe wheels in the future, in the 2500 I've got coming, I don't see any performance mods. One, you know, warranties are good, especially when you're on the road using these things for what they're intended to do. And I don't want to hurt towing capacity. And I know there's been guys doing some towing capacity videos comparing stock trucks to lifted trucks and deleted trucks and bag trucks, and yeah, those are cool, but at the end of the day, yeah, I want a cool pickup, but I want a reliable workhorse, and that's what this thing's been. I mean, the 11 was great too, other than on that 11 we had issues with the DEF system when he first got that truck too, and that was in the shop constantly too, and then it ended up burning up a turbo. So I don't know, we'll see how this next 2500 goes. Maybe we'll be switching to Ford. Maybe, you know, right now while he's still in the company, he's a Chevy guy, so that's what we drive. In the future I might look to different diesels. I don't think I'd ever go Dodge. I don't know why, but you know, and guys talk about the front ends on Fords. I haven't looked recently in years or seen if they've taken care of that issue or what, but yeah, Chevy 1-ton dually, and absolutely love it. I'll get you know, he has all this chrome stuff put on it, but without that, hey man, he's paying for it. He wants it, he gets it. That's just a basic truck. I mean, LTZ. I mean, this thing's super stable towing. This is a automatic roll-up bed cover on it. Oh shit, my fire extinguisher fell off. I'll fix that later. I do that so we can lock the tailgate when we have tools in the back or whatever, and we're out staying at hotels or even at home, because this thing won't fit in my garage. There's the ghetto dot numbers. I think we're going to put them down there. We've got stickers ordered. Honestly, I like the looks of the dually 1-tons better. You know, I just like even though the wheels are just steel wheels compared to the 1-ton and the 2500, I just think they look tougher. That's just my opinion. But we'll get this bad boy cleaned up. Another thing on the dually, these steps are nice right here, if I can pull it out. But honestly, on the dually, it's a real pain in the ass because you can't put them back far enough, and then that gets in the way, so they're really kind of useless unless you climb up right here. And that's just my opinion though. So alright guys, I'll show you the back. It's, like I said, we just came off the road for a week and getting it cleaned up to go back out. So it's a work truck. Basically living this thing during the summer. Alright, I'll probably do some more videos with this. Like I said, I gotta get this bad boy cleaned out. But I'll do some more videos with this maybe before it goes, and then once the new 2500 comes, I'll show you guys that thing. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.